What's good, people? This is SimFBallCritic, and we're taking a look at Madden 12. Basically, this video will be a light commentary, but more so I just want to showcase the slider sets I'm playing on. As you can see, I'm showing you the injuries and the fatigue and the game speed. And this is just personal preference, folks. And, I'm not going to spend too much time showing you the sliders and all of that. If you want to write them down or if you want to try them out, just pause the video, copy down what you can copy down and implement the sliders as such. As well as I will put the link in the description. These sliders are coming from a guy from Operation Sports. His tag is authentic, and I will put his link in the description. I'm experiencing some of the best gameplay that I've seen in Madden 12 using his sliders. So shout out to Authentic. It's real good sliders, man, in my opinion. And again, folks, this is personal preference. And let me state this before we go forward. These sliders and this video is for those who play Madden. If you choose not to play the game, hey, I don't fault you for that. Not a problem. But, that's not what this video is about. This is not a critique video, anything like that. I'm just trying to show you guys how you might be able to, enhance your experience and just show you the way I play the game. Some people don't prefer very fast. They don't prefer fast. They don't prefer normal. Some people play on slow. It is what it is. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. And like I said, man, this is just for those people who are getting enjoyment out of Madden. It's for you. Alright, so I'll do some light commentary, but mainly, I'll just be talking about random things. I'm just showing you guys the gameplay. As you can see, I'm running with the Saints, and this is against the CPU. So as you can see, there's some broken tackles that are still able to be made, and I think everything is balanced pretty well. And the way I feel about sliders, I don't think sliders should change a game. I think the sliders should enhance what's already in the game in terms of gameplay. The sliders should enhance your experience or allow you to tailor your experience the way you want it to be. You can personalize the gameplay, but it shouldn't change things. Now, yes, we all know that these games are programmed and it's written in code, so there are some things that sliders can eliminate, and that's good. But what I'm saying is some of the flaws that we may see in this game, of course, a slider set is not going to fix that. I believe I'm going to go into replay here. Yeah, I'll be going into replay. And I want to show you guys something here. And this is a good example. It's almost perfect timing that I spoke upon that as we look at this play here. Like I said, slider sets will not eliminate flaws. Now take a look at this. Here's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good to see that foot planting is in the game. I've expressed that before. But the bad and the negative is the way it's being displayed. See how it's still kind of herky-jerky there, how Snelling kind of slid? And going forward, man, that's the thing. That's another one of the things I keep preaching to EA. I'm going to continue to do that until next year. Transitional animations and local motion is definitely a big area of concern, or I'll say an area of improvement. This is an area of the game or particular part of the game that I would like to see get some time, spent on that area going forward. A lot of us, we definitely want to see physics. Me, myself, yes, I think physics in Madden or in a football game, period, will increase the experience. We all saw how it was done in Backbreaker. Now, I'll be the first to say, Backbreaker was definitely not done perfectly. And for those of you guys who follow me, you already know I've supported Backbreaker. I definitely did. I still support them. Because Natural Motion did something that we've never seen before in a sports title as far as the Euphoria engine. We've never seen that type of physics. So hats off for them for, taking the chance and implementing that type of, innovation. Excuse me as I get tongue-tied there, but they implemented some true innovation. That was definitely revolutionary. But what Backbreaker lacked was a lot of the details as far as some of the animations and the weight and the mass and gravity wasn't always a factor. Sometimes players would float around and slide for 30 yards and things like that. So didn't get it 100% correct, but hats off to them for at least attempting that. But I didn't want to get too far off the point, man. My point is, I definitely want to see physics in Madden and NCAA and any other game. If 2K gets back in the race, I want to see them implement some type of physics. Now, I've said it before. Real-time physics, is not necessarily a must. I want to see it. But if it's not done correctly, then I want to at least see a system that respects physics. For those of you guys, as you see there, excuse me for cutting myself off there, but I like that run play. That run play looked pretty decent. But let me get back to what I was saying. As far as, physics respected engine, and for those of you, or those of us, I might say, who played the 2K games, 2K did a great job with 2K5 and 2K8 respecting physics. No, it didn't do it 100% of the time. Of course, there was times where it was kind of questionable, but for them, ooh, that's a nice tackle right there. I like that. But yeah, but for the most part, man, 2K definitely respect physics. It definitely did. So even if the real-time physics is hard to do for the Madden franchise, you need to at least find a way to respect physics more. This collision-based system, I think, is a great start. If you build off of that, then, keep building off of that, man. Do what you can. Try to implement the ProTac and the collision-based system some kind of way. But, regardless of what you do, and this is a message to Cam Webber and the new team, regardless of what you do, it has to respect physics. I would love to see some type of real-time physics. I understand it's a slow process, so I encourage that. Don't rush anything. Don't do an NBA Elite. If it's not there, it's not there. But at least make this game respect physics and continue to go in the right direction. All right, so another thing I wanted to touch up on, man, is, I've said it over and over again, but I'm going to continue to say it, man, because I enjoy being a part of this community. I enjoy each and every one of you guys who are watching these videos, and each and every one of you guys who comment on my videos, whether it be good or bad. I enjoy it. I encourage opinions. Not all of us like certain games, and that's just the facts. And I'm gonna pause for a moment as we look at this replay here. This was a pretty good play, man. The blocking right there, I like how that looks. Pretty good. Now, there's going to be something that we're going to see in a moment that's questionable, but, it just depends on how you look at it. But I like that block right there. It looks like everyone was a part of that play. Those three players. Of course, you see the little shift there, when the guy runs through him. Now, what's questionable is look at number 25 for the Falcons. It looks like he's looking at the ball carrier, but then he kind of zips by him. But I think the reason why is I did do a slight cut right there. So, with it being very fast, I gave him a quick cut and he flew by. But the reason why I pointed that out is because I know some of you guys are going to say, hey, what was he doing? So, yes, I wanted to show you that I did acknowledge that. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. I enjoy each and every one of you guys, man. I don't take any of this personal. I know some of you guys go too far. Not towards me. I'm just saying in general, when I look at a lot of these comments, even, the comments that are not on my page, the way some of you guys go at each other is just funny to me. Because at the end of the day, man, we're talking about personal preference and video games. True, we all share frustration in a title, any title, not just Madden, but any title. If there's any game that hasn't done what they're supposed to do, we're going to be upset. One of my subscribers sent me a message and he said something in regards to NASCAR. And I apologize, I don't remember his name and I don't remember the actual game he was referring to, but he was saying how there was another company that promised to do this and promised to do that in regards to NASCAR, since EA wasn't really doing, I guess, what they were wanting. And that company hasn't done, they haven't fulfilled the expectation. So I'm just saying, man, it just goes to show we're all talking about games and we all have right to be frustrated. But, you know, the way that we go at each other sometimes, and I'm not going to say we because I don't get into all that. But the way that the community as a whole go at each other is just, you know, I don't think it's called for, man, because I think we all, at the end of the day, want the same thing. We want the best game. We want the best game. And even if you are a Madden fan, I mean, you love Madden, you should also encourage competition because that will make your game become the best possible game it can be. Now, as you see there, this was by mistake. I had no idea I was doing a fake punt there. So I had to laugh at myself there. But yeah, man, you know, again, I enjoy everybody, man. And I like doing this, man. This is fun. You know, I like being a part of the community. I appreciate each and every sub, you know, even though I'm not a big guy out there, but I appreciate it. I enjoy this. You know, I enjoy bringing this material and bringing my thoughts and insights to anyone who wants to listen. But, you know, there are some things, man. There's definitely some things that EA needs to do. Definitely some things. But I have to agree with my man, B. Fife, when he said you have to at least respect the effort. You know, we have to at least admit that up until now, we haven't seen any type of changes like the changes we've actually seen in Madden 12. Now, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they changed a lot of those things that we complained about. I'm just saying that there are changes in the game. You know, whether they are big, you know, to you personally, you know, whether they're the things that you wanted or not. Everyone has to be able to see the changes that was made in this game. So we have to applaud that effort. Now, going forward, we'll tell the tale. The story will be told going forward. What will they do in Madden 13, Madden 14, Madden 15, etc., etc.? That will tell the story. Now, as you can see, I'm going into replay here. You know, just taking a look at the catching animation. And that's another thing, man. And I would like to see EA increase the number or, you know, improve the amount of animations that you see. Like, it's always these same catching animations. Like, you know, the receiver's animation is not too bad, but I want to see the DB fight for the ball, man. I want to see a fight for the ball. Can we please get that going forward in any game? But, you know, since EA and Madden is the only game that's relevant now, can we please get some real true-to-life animations, more animations in regards to catching the ball and fighting for the ball? That is so necessarily needed. We need that. You know, I've explained the things that we need, man. We need those interactions, you know, DB and wide out, you know, keep improving the O-line and D-line interactions, overall player interactions. Transitional animations is a must. And, you know, you can incorporate all of that with the local motion. And authenticity, man. Make these players look like their counterparts. To me, those are the three main things you need to correct. You know, of course, I want to see physics. But I would say take care of those things first and just continue to improve the collision-based system that you implemented this year. Now, I'm not letting you off the hook. I would prefer to see all of that, physics included. But if you can't get physics in the game, make this game more cohesive, more physics-based. As far as with the engine you got, beef it up, remove the force fields and all of that. But work on those transitional animations, the proper interactions, and the local motion. Tackle those things, man, and your game could be good. You know, the game is good now, but we want a great game. That's all we ask for. And that's all I got, guys, for you for this video. You know, I'm sorry if I dragged it out too long and talked too much. But hey, you know, if you didn't want to hear it, go to another channel.